Perik Chav Daled, Mishnah Daled. And again, another set of three. Sholosh Teva saying, three types of boxes. We've had these dinim before. These dinim were mentioned at the end of Perik Yotes, but this Mishnah actually ends with a very interesting twist. Sholosh Teva saying, three types of boxes, big chests. First one, Teva Shepischo Mitzida, a box which you sit on. But the door to the box, the entrance to the box is on the side. In such a case, you can sit on it, and at the same time, you can use it for storage. So while you're sitting on it, it can be a base kibble as well. So the box actually has two functions. Functions of storage of a kibble and a function of yeshiva. And these two functions don't interfere with each other. Therefore, Tamei Medris, the chomadika function, is the one that rules the day, and the box, the chest, is Tamei Medris. It's Tamei Medris because it is used for yeshiva. However, the next case will provide the contrast. Milmalon, if the Pesach of the box is on top, that means you either sit on it, but then when you're sitting on it, you can't use it as a box. You can't open the lid and put stuff in. Or you can get up and then use it for the main function of a box for storage. This is the case of what's called Amoid V'nasa Malachtenu. While you're sitting on it, you can't use the box. If you want to use the box, you have to say to the man sitting on it, Amoid, stand up, and then let's use the box for its primary function of kibble. In such a case, where the primary function of kibble where the function of yeshiva interferes with the primary function of kibble, we say it is not royal medris, and therefore it is only royal kibble, and that's why the Mishnah has the din Tamei Tomei Mace. It's only Tomei Tumas Maga of Mace and Sheretz, not Makabel Tumas Medris. The last case, Habor b'midah Torah miklum. Here we come to a very important din, a very important machlokas in the Rishonim. The Mishnah says, Habor b'midah, we've had this before. The word Habor b'midah means the box is so big, it's got a volume of 3 cubic, almost 40 so. It's Mekabel Mem, so in such a case it's so big, it cannot be moved Moli V'Rekon. We know from the Pasuk that something which is not Mitaltel Moli V'Rekon is Tohor. Not Makabel Tumah. Torah says I get 8, which is a Kli Kibble, is Makabel Tumah, unless it's very big, it's not. Baal Tanura explains, Baal Tanura is based on the Shittas Tosfos and the Rash and the Rosh and many other Rishonim, that the exemption, this special din, that something which is not Metaltel Moliv or Rekon is Tahor, applies only when we're dealing with regular Tumas Maga, Tumas Mason, Tumas Sheretz. However, if we're dealing with Tumas Medris, there's no such exemption. Tumas Medris depends on whether it's royal, yeshiva and shchiva. If something is, it's Makabel Tumah, no matter how big it is. That's what Baal Tanura tells us. When the Mishnah says, V'abor b'midah Torah miklum, it means it's going on the case of Milamal, on the case before, where it's only royal lekibble. If it's royal lekibble and it's bar b'midah, it's Torah. However, if it's case A, when it's royal shchiva v'yeshiva, then there's no such exemption as bar b'midah. Bar b'midah is not an exemption when it comes to medris. Tumas medris is chomer, it's overriding, and it applies even to cases of bar b'midah. That's one Shittas Rishonim. There's another Shittas Rishonim which we will not discuss now, but maybe it'll come up next Mishnahs. Coming up next, Mishnah Hay.